Welcome, everybody. My name is Todd Ronan from Reality Forecast, and I'm joined with Liz Crost, and everybody loves a good mystery, right, Liz?
Especially this one.
Who is the mystery street artist known as Banksy? If you've seen artwork or YouTube videos, there's a lot of speculation about who's the creator behind these mysterious artworks appearing all over town. Did you ever have any Banksy sightings in London, Liz?
You know, if there were, I was totally oblivious to them. You mean like as in dispatch? No, like, like a 999 call saying, oh, there's some guy spray painting, graffiti. We were so busy that we couldn't even get to those types of calls. Those graffiti artists, they have free reign out in cities like that. They're trying to deal with hardcore crime, not criminal damage.
It's super hard to maintain anonymity. So how has Banksy, can we pull in Banksy before unmasking Banksy?
I can pull Banksy because that's not his real name.
I know, but can we pull him in without taking off his mask?
Yes, as an entity, yes. I can pull the energy of Banksy in, yes. This is so great.
What motivates, do we have him here?
Yes.
Welcome, Banksy. What motivates you to perform these street artist exhibits?
Wow. What motivates you? It's the message, right? And this is why he's anonymous, because he says if people know who I am, it takes away from the message that he's putting out.
Who appoints you to be the messenger of these ideas? Are you getting them from somewhere?
Well, he's saying from God, right? And they're often, he goes into a meditative state and he receives the information. Are you a psychic? He could be a bit of a psychic there. He definitely receives information. So he's like the messenger. He calls himself the messenger. Is
he religious?
Are you? No, not religious at all, but thinks that there are things that need to be said and messages that need to be put across. And the best way to do that is through art. It makes people wake up. It makes people pay attention. And the fact that he has this mystery, this mysterious, persona, you don't know who he is. People think they know. They may know. Two people know who he is, he says. Two people.
Well, people might know later listening to this.
Yeah.
Might have actually hear 2,000 knowing.
Yeah. Yeah, really. But, it's to take the message off of him, like, oh, you're so wonderful. Oh, you're this, you're that, which he is. But it's to put all the feeling into the message.
He doesn't want the notoriety, but he wants to be a social commentator. So does he have other works of art that he publishes that are not like Banksy works of art? Does he get notoriety in that way as an artist?
No, it's all street stuff, mainly street stuff. I mean, there have been some canvases here and there back in the day. But his focus right now is, I'm like, are you retired? And he's like, well, I did try to go into retirement, but he's come out of it now. And he's going to, he's gearing up to do another spate of street art, graffiti art. And this one is going to be like a world tour, which is exciting.
How does he feel about the coronation?
How do you feel about the coronation? He doesn't like the royal family at all. Not at all.
What is his disgust with the royal family?
They're scroungers. Now, for those of us listening outside of the UK, everybody has this idealistic view that everybody in the UK loves the royal family. That couldn't be further from the truth, especially in times of economic despair. They just spent millions and millions and millions and millions and God knows how much money on this coronation, right? I liked it. I'm biased. I like the royal family, but a lot of people in the UK cannot stand the royal family. They think they're useless. They're a waste of money. Some people call them the biggest squatters in the UK. He does not like them. He thinks that they're a waste of space, is what he just said to me.
What artists have inspired him along his journey to be an artist?
Inspired you.
I assume it's a man.
Yes, male, yes. What artists have inspired you? Oh, loads of artists have inspired him. Lots of street art in Paris. What about the classical works of art? Yes, I mean, as long as there's a message in the art. Landscapes are not really his thing. He says to him, his own personal thought, feeling, and opinion, there's not really anything in landscapes. There's no real message other than this is a beautiful place, or maybe not. But it's a very plain message. He likes to put out very expressed disgust at how backwards and how much turmoil the world is in. Do you still live in the UK? Yes, he still lives in the UK.
Is his name Robert Naja, the 3D artist, also from Massive Attack, has been said to be Banksy?
No. I like Massive Attack too. Were they big over here? I don't remember. They were huge when I was in the UK.
All right. This other guy, he looks like an artist. He looks like a little shifty dude. He's on Instagram. His name is Jamie Hewlett. He's an English, quote unquote, comic book writer who looks like he's got some Banksiness in him. Is Jamie Hewlett the real Banksy?
He's a cheeky little chappy, isn't he? No.
Can we bring in Jamie Hewlett to talk to Banksy?
To talk to Banksy?
Yeah.
He looks up to Banksy.
Can they come together and they can ask questions of each other and we can see how that conversation evolves?
Yeah, he wants to know Hewlett wants to know what Banksy's next project is. And he says, I'm not telling you. He says, it's a top secret. I'm not telling you. This Hewlett has always looked up to Banksy and wishes that he would have done something similar. Thinks Banksy is absolutely brilliant and is basically just saying how much he admires Banksy. And Banksy is like, thank you. You know, Banksy is very humble, really doesn't really take a lot of credit for his work. It's almost like he's detached from his work. It's not, all who he is. He has a life outside of that work, and it's almost unbelievable that is actually Banksy. I understand how he feels, right? I do. I totally get it.
He's really just a mechanic in Jersey, right? So that's what we know. He's not really. We haven't gotten there yet. But
I understand where he's coming from.
All right. This other guy, Neil Buchanan, has been rumored to be Banksy. This guy is from Art Attack. I don't know. Is Neil Buchanan? Is this guy the real Banksy?
No.
All right. This guy is a street artist. He's done a lot of music in the UK, and he's been rumored to be Goldie. Everybody knows who he is.
Yeah.
What about him? Is he Goldie?
I like Goldie and the drum and bass. I was in the UK for the drum and bass era. That's what I love. They always have these very trendy eras and of music that goes on. So you've got drum and bass, you've got grime, and you've got all sorts of stuff that goes on. Yeah, I was there for drum and bass. And it's great if you're out clubbing, but sitting at home trying to listen to it, it's another matter. But yeah, drum and bass. Yeah, I was there for that. Everybody knows who Goldie is, Ronan.
Is he Banksy?
No way. No. And he's got such a big ego, he would take credit for that. No way. No way. Goldie.
All right, the last one Goldie. We have here is this guy.
That can't be the last one because that's not him either.
We're almost there. We're getting there. This guy's name is James Sterling. He's an architect, and he also is rumored to be Banksy. Is he Banksy?
No.
Okay,
not even close.
There's one more idea that Banksy is a collective of different artists that are all pooled together. And is it more than one artist, or is it just one artist?
He does have helpers, right? So the other two that know who he is, they are helping him when he's doing his work. No, this is definitely not Banksy.
All right, the moment you've all been waiting for, taking off the final mask. Banksy. This is the photo of Banksy from February 25th in 2023, taken in Jamaica. Is that guy Robin Gunningham, the real Banksy?
It is Robin Gunningham. That is the real Banksy. Sorry, Banksy, I've outed you. Because what I do, it bypasses, the conscious mind. So the conscious mind is the one that chooses to lie. No, I'm not Banksy. I go straight past that. This is the real Banksy.
What does Robin Gunningham do when he's not putting on his Banksy mask?
He leads a very quiet existence. He works very hard to hide who he is. He doesn't want anyone to know. He lives quite simply, actually, even though he's got like tons of money.
What does he do with that money? What sort of interest groups? Because he's a social commentator, I would expect him to put this money towards good social causes. So can we ask him what he puts that towards?
He hasn't decided yet. I don't feel that he does put it towards social causes. Eventually, he would like to do art scholarships for really, really talented, aspiring artists. He would like to be a professor of sorts of art. He actually could go work in the Royal College of Art. If those of you in the UK, of course, you know what that is. That's like extremely prestigious. But then that would mean he would have to come clean about who he is, and he would not do any more works of art. That would be the new era. But he believes that his message, there's a whole new message out there. And the next thing he's working on is how tech is going to take over our lives. And so he's working on a lot of sketches. He actually has a workshop where he tests these out first. And he has the whole technique down in stages. And so, to get this done very quickly, like I said, there's two people that actually help him. How long does it take you to do? He tries to do it as fast as possible. So it only takes him just a few minutes. So they're in and out straight away. It does not take hours. He likes to maintain a time. That's a challenge for him. He likes to get it done in under 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
How did he come up with the name Banksy?
How did you come up with the name Banksy? It was a nickname. I feel that did you give it to yourself? Yeah, he gave him his nickname Banksy. I feel like he created a personality outside of himself at a very young age. So that's what I mean. That coincides with what I got. Okay. So you know how I said like he's completely detached from this character, right. He kind of forgets who he is when he's not, playing this character, even though he works towards, ideas and things for this Banksy character. But he's very much removed from that character, that persona.
Is that a type of DID or mental illness?
He says you can call it that. He says it's just me, but I feel like he wasn't comfortable with his own existence when he was younger, right? So he created an existence of somebody that he would like to see himself be. And he called this thing Banksy. And but he never really could aspire to be like him. Now do you want to be? Yes, he does want to. He still wants to be Banksy. But Banksy is so successful. Banksy is so intriguing and so brilliant. And he says, I want to be like Banksy, but the real me, that's not the real me. It's very strange. I don't understand what's going on here, to be honest with you. Like, why would you create? I guess actors and actresses and people do it all the time. They create like a stage name and they live up to that stage name, but they're not attached to that stage name. Does that make sense?
Let's take him back into a past life and find out what created this schism within him that he feels he needs to operate not as his true self.
So that's a great question. He's always been the type of person to get messages out. Now, back in the day, many, probably thousands of years ago, when we had different facets of organized religion, I'm being shown that people wanted to carve out a name for themselves. So, they would go against this religion, or they would create a new religion. Oftentimes there wouldn't be enough followers, so that religion would die out. But he was really outspoken against the Jewish religion. This is in the Middle East, and he was actually killed for that.
That's what I got too. I got that he was persecuted for that belief system.
Yeah.
And that's what makes him a bit shy coming into this lifetime.
Yeah, absolutely. So he always has to, ever since that lifetime, he's always been a person to get the message out, but he detaches himself from the messenger, if you know what I mean, because that's a way to keep himself safe. God, this is so interesting. I'm so glad you chose this today.
Thank you very much, Banksy. And thanks very much, everybody, for listening. It's good seeing you again, Liz. Let's do this again soon.
Yes, I'm so excited. Okay, great. Thank you for this topic. Thank you.